Oh, hello, ladies. You ladies know the deal. I hope you got up, you prayed, and you meditated. But most of all, ladies, I hope that you have renewed your minds. And I hope on this Throwback Thursday that you throw back to something that is useful in your life. Y'all see me, I'm throwing back. I actually threw back yesterday to my natural hair. Just a little quick disclaimer. You guys know I love changing my looks. I love having fun as a woman. I love enjoying being a woman and knowing that I can manifest my joy based on the outside. And again, you ladies know part of my Mosaic La Maison is hashtag God is thrifty. Who is this joining me? Hello, beautiful. Just jumped on here really quickly. I'm going to give a little tip about thrifting, and I'm going to give a little tip about my new Lair Legacy Marketing. Trying to mix it up, trying to get you guys over there to follow me. It's not going to be like this channel. This channel is my thrifting, my ministry. Y'all know I do a lot on here. I'm just letting you see who I am. But on Lair Legacy Marketing, follow it. It's going to be the business sense in me. But really quickly, beautiful, let me say this. I was getting ready to say that that when you look good, ladies, you feel good. But let me also insert and say that sometimes, ladies, you have to let the world see who you are, not to expose yourself, not to make yourself uncomfortable. But there comes a point with so many filters in the world, ladies. Now it's time to see who's who. We're getting ready to go into a new year, 2022. Now, I told you, ladies, in 2021, God told me he was leading me to the one because I was the one to help the ones that he would lead me to. And he did it. Oh my God, he did it. I'm not going to talk about that right now. I didn't come on here to preach. I came on here to encourage you. But he said also in 2022 that to focus on the two. 2022, he is going to be pairing you, ladies. He's going to be partnering us up because God has heard us. He has heard us. He knows that we are in need and we're exhausted doing things alone. We are strong, ladies, but we need to rest and we need to replenish. Strength takes some nourishment, and that nourishment means taking time for yourself. And I say all that to say that time for yourself, ladies, when you're not doing everybody else, take the time to get back to the authentic you. Get back to, we wear our little weaves and our little hair. Just take all that off sometimes and see if you're ready to really be you in front of the whole world. And guess what? Don't worry about who will like you and who will accept you. Sometimes you have to do things knowing that you did it. You have to do things knowing that you were fearless. You have to do things knowing that I did it because it was on my heart to do it. And I did it to share it. But if nobody cares, I care that I did it. Okay. We're going into a new year, ladies. Remember, hashtag God is thrifty. Everything we've been through in 2020 prepared us to be more resilient in 2021. It prepared us to start looking at the new thing. If you didn't want to think about doing something new, 2020 gave us no option. So 2021 allowed us to start taking the training wheels off of the new thing and start riding into 2021 with confidence. And we're getting ready to end this year. Hashtag God is thrifty. Nothing wasted in the kingdom. Now it's time for you, ladies, not to just come and thrift at Mosaic La Maison 8449 West Belford. Scars, ladies. But to repurpose what God has done in your life. So I say all that, and y'all, I know I'm missing my earrings. Y'all, I already know that, y'all. I don't care. I do not care. But I'm saying all that to say because you have to get to an authentic you. And my prayer for me, and I will share that intimate prayer that I have for me, is that I will grow to love myself so much, not in a selfish way, not in a vain way, but in a way that nobody has ever loved me. And that's going to mean me loving me to the fact that if you know me, you're going to know me. And if you don't know me, it's because I haven't invited you into the room. Because 2022, let me go back to that. He's pairing us up, ladies, and everybody can't go with you, and everybody shouldn't be in the room with you. Matter of fact, there's some people in 2021 that delayed your thinking, that delayed your encouragement, that you allowed to delay your movement. But we're ending the year. Don't have compassion on yourself. Move forward. But come into 2022 with a beast of a mind frame. Come into a 2022 with I made it. God, you did it. I'm here. What next? What next? So with that said, go over, like at Lair Legacy Marketing LLC, ladies. It's not going to be like Mosaic La Maison. Not going to be thrifted. I'm going to get into my business mind frame. A little bit about me. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, customer service management. I built teams for call centers. Every company that I worked in, I was top sales. I made circles. I won a contest. I coached people to success in less than 90 days. Being with the company, I got a $25,000 raise because of my marketing ability that God has placed in my head. But after the death of my mother, life got really managing people, dealing with people, and the stress of trying to hold back and be so tough while I had lost my foundation, which was my mother. All of a sudden, I broke. Life broke me, and God used those pieces because I had to replenish myself. So I got out of the corporate world and I started to take lower paying jobs. I no longer had the confidence because I was in such a dark place after my mother, and I was still having to be strong for my children. My children were, in high school, and they graduated 1 year after the next. So I lost my mother 1 year. One of my daughters graduated the same year I lost my mother. Then the second one graduated the next year. So I had no time to replenish my soul and just to really break. So I held it all in, and I was still holding these management positions in call centers, training call centers, having to fly and train and just be everywhere for everybody, but I wasn't being present for myself. Long story short, I broke. And when I broke, I didn't even know I was breaking. I just thought that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, but I had no idea. My soul was crying out. My soul was crying out for me to rest, to let everything go. Let everything go. So I left my job. I started taking lower paying jobs. From those lower paying jobs, I started to lose things because, when you have a certain income and you can afford things, and then you can no longer afford things because you took lesser pay. I thought I was taking lesser pay because, it was just about the fact that I couldn't find a higher paying job when I left one job. But it was God. It was Him, because He was showing me that I was the thrift. I was what He was going to repurpose, and that He was healing me. So I say all that to say, ladies, 25, 30 years in the market, proven. I believe you can almost Google me. You can Google me. I mean, I was the coldest in the game, okay? Any company I came in, I shook it. I took it down. My children had the best of lifestyle, okay? I'm in thrift now. But again, it was what God used to take me out of abusive marriage, and I could balance my budget. But it was also something that I loved, because it was something now that I held dear, because it was something me and my mother did. And after she died, I really became in love with that attachment. Okay. But sometimes we can get in a mind frame and we think that's where God only has us. And now God is doing such a new thing in my life, that He's recycling, not just the fact that I love my thrifted pieces, but He's recycling my mind. He's recycling me back to that power woman that I was in corporate America, but He's not putting me back in corporate America. He's placing me back to come back and grab other CEOs. What I did for corporate America and training minds, getting minds ready. I have referrals, lady. If you ever want referrals, okay, DM me. I have young ladies and men that I have coached to success all over Texas. So I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that as I got receipts. I have receipts. I have receipts of my success in business. And that's why you'll see me be so authentic with what I want to do, because when you go to the roads that I've been to, and when you have gone as deep into the desert that God has taken me, You're not afraid to come back from the dust. And you're not afraid to keep trying something because you know that God is repurposing you for a reason. And until you strike that goal, you got to keep hitting it. And you cannot keep your eyes on what everybody else is doing. Again, I'll say it and I keep saying it. There's no individuality in looking over there across the street. The individuality is looking right here at me, and knowing what I have in my hands, knowing what I have in my head, knowing my strategy to win. No one can win your game. Siamese twins, although they're stuck together, and sometimes they share a main heart, but a lot of times they share a different heart, okay? But they still want to have individual movement, okay? Now, I'm saying all that to say I'm coming on here really quickly, ladies, because I want to encourage y'all. It's Throwback Thursday. Throwback, we're getting ready to come into a new year. Okay? Turn off the TV. Take the weave out of your hair. Take it, go to an authentic you. You don't have to show the world. That's just me, y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know sometimes, I don't know if I've told you guys, I used to be a comedian. Well, I am still a comedian, but I used to be on stage. I did stage on in the Improv here in Houston. Again, I got receipts, okay? I was a successful comedian. So there's still the laughter in me. But after my breakdown in life, where I started breaking down, my laughter left me and I didn't know how to laugh anymore. So I thank God when I can come on Instagram and be my crazy, goofy self. And you guys are probably saying, what's Tina doing? Well, that's who I was. Okay. I mean, that's who I am. I love to laugh. I love comedy. I don't take myself as serious as some people do, but I do take myself serious when it comes to not failing. Okay, I'm a serious person when it comes to I must succeed, not because of my own account, but because who has set me up to succeed cannot fail. So y'all ladies know the deal. Y'all know the deal. But today, ladies, I ain't gonna hold y'all because I'm still on my vacation. I didn't open the boutique today. Again, I've just been running really hard, ladies. And God told me to take the day off. He was like, take some time off. Take some time off. I ain't worried about the money. See, when God is taking you on an authentic journey and you have seen him feed you like he have the birds, you don't worry about money. You really worry about the healing part of you. So I've taken a couple of days. I shut the boutique down and I'm sitting here and I'm allowing God to get me ready for the next level in Lair Legacy Marketing. And he's refreshing my mind. Not only did I wash my hair, y'all, took my wig off, washed my hair, replenished my hair, my soul, but he's replenishing my goals. And he's getting me to a place where I'm strategizing. And the beast that was then is still the beast within. So guess what? 2020, y'all ain't seen nothing yet from Tina. Y'all ain't seen what I'm made of. But most of all, this is what I want to share, y'all. Y'all need to know this is my CEO. This is my CEO. He tells me the strategy. He tells me the movement. I trust his financial planning. I trust what he's going to do. I trust the bigger picture that he has. Okay. Right now, with us being entrepreneurs, nobody managing our time, you have to have someone steering you. And when we're being steered by God, we cannot fail, ladies. You shouldn't be afraid of doing anything. And you got to understand, what is my degree of success? Is it somebody else's number? People run around here saying cars and flashing jewelry. None of that's not success. It's not even generational wealth. You want generational wealth. And that comes with a mind. Okay, y'all look, y'all know. I'm giving y'all some nuggets because in the corporate world, when I trained my agents and in my training classes, anybody that know me, and I think one young lady followed me on Instagram that she'll attest to it, that I trained her in the call centers. I was big on getting their minds right. I was big on reading because there's a little saying, ladies, and I ain't going to say who said it, but y'all know they say, if you want a high success to us, our people, you put it in a book and we'll never read it. And that's so true. And the reason being is because we think we know everything. We don't think nobody can tell us nothing. We think we can look across the gate and if they doing it, we can do it. No. It's time to get back to reading. It's time to get back to this paper. I know we got electronics and technology. My Lair Legacy Marketing focuses on social media, content, technology. That's what I've been doing in these last couple of days. Although God has given me rest in my physical body, he's been getting my mind to work because I've been watching CNBC for 2 days. Okay. And why? Because the God led me to that. Why? Because he's getting me to know money, and he's getting me to know how money works. He's getting me to understand how money sounds. Okay. You know, money has a sound. People think it just has a currency. No, money has a sound. Money has a sound. Forget about the look, because money really don't have a look. You can see some of the most millionaire people, and they're so raggedy, you don't even know they're a millionaire. Okay. Millionaires actually don't have to put their money on the outside. And when they do it in a simplicity way. And when they do it extraordinary. I mean, they're either hot or cold. They're never in between. Okay. But most of all, they know that my money has a sound. My money has a sound. And we ain't talking about crispy. We're talking about the simple fact that it's the way they talk. It's the way they speak to themselves. It's the way they have conversation. It's the way they allow themselves to be in a room with certain conversation. You got to be in the room, ladies. You got to be in the room. And you guys, I showed y'all my business partner and our meeting the other day went really well, but I stress to my business partners that I happen to be Black doing business. I'm not going to let my color generate my money. Okay, because I'm going to keep it real. There's some Black companies that need to level up on their customer service. They need to level up in their mind. And just because you're Black don't mean I'm going to do business with you. I'm going to do business with you because we have an integrity line and we happen to be Black and we can relate as Black women or Black men. But if you faulty on your business and you don't know what you're doing, baby, you can be Black as smut. And guess what? Kick rocks, I'll go find Snow White. Because guess what? My money has a sound and my God has no color. I am a Black woman and I'm proud to be that. But I don't have to do business only with Black people. I do business with women and men of integrity and that stand on a foundation, which is God first, integrity, and they build the money on that. So if that puts me out the game with some people, you were never rolling with me in the first place, because I'm not going to sit under your shade tree. I'm not going to plant your seeds, and I'm definitely not going to pick your fruits. I'm building my legacy, and I'm teaching people how to do it authentically, and I'm teaching them to do it in an humble way, in a unit way, not a division way. Okay, God is my CEO. He orders my steps, but most of all, he covers my heart. And my heart is to do his will in business, ministry, thrift, whatever I do, I think of him first. But again, ladies, I'm not going to hold y'all. I wanted to come on here and I thank y'all so much for joining me. Look, y'all know I got my little costume glasses over there, y'all, but I was like, nah, I ain't going to do them like that today. I ain't going to switch up glasses in the middle of the live. So I want to read you guys an excerpt from God is My CEO. Ladies, this is a really good book. It's by Larry Julian. Okay, I thrifted this book. Remember I told y'all 25 cents in the thrift store. I believe God sent me to that thrift store that day specifically for that book. And this book, and it was awesome. It's been awesome. And I'm going to take you to page 1. Page 1 is called Issues. Issues, okay? And of course, yes, this is a Christian man that is in business. He's a millionaire. He wrote the book. His partners stand on God principles, and they decided to come together and write this book about being Christian in a world where you are always conflicted between God and money. And how do you balance that? How does God manage your money and your business and you still can have the success you want? Because I believe we have to get to that, ladies. We have to get to a balance. You don't have to let God go so you can impress people with money. You don't have to set up here and fake something so that people think you real. No. You can have it both. Now, it's a process and it's an authenticity that you must get to. You have to be okay with or without makeup. You have to be okay or not okay if they like you, if they don't like you. You cannot be strong and be weak to everybody's opinion. It's just not going to happen. You got to be strong because you don't care about anybody's opinions, okay? You can respect opinions because you don't want to be a cantankerous person, a person that's just ready to fight, okay? We're not talking about that. That's broke. You need healing, sis. You need healing if you're going around fighting with everybody. You need to sit down. You don't need to make money. you need to make some medication. No, Lord, forgive me. Y'all know I'm a comedian. Come on, I'm just kidding. All right, so here we go, ladies. And I don't know if this book is available online, but Google it, search it. It's all kind of books. It might even be in an audio, okay? But here's page 1, ladies, okay? We're going to throw back to storytelling, okay? So I'm going to throw back. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let the book speak, and then I'm going to let y'all go, okay? And the name of it is called Issues. We are led by bottom line pressures. And then it gives us a Bible scripture verse. The scripture verse is Second Peter, verse 2. No, excuse me, Second Peter chapter 2, verse 19. And it says, for a man is a slave to whatever mastered him. A man is a slave to whatever has mastered him. We're women. We can say women, okay? And it reads, I was recently asked to conduct a leadership program for a group of San Francisco sales executives. As a part of my participation, the leader asked me to weave in a model on stress management. During the program, I discovered that the entire group was on a brink of collective nervous breakdown. They were all under relentless pressure to produce results. All felt as if they were strapped to a treadmill whose speed kept increasing. I wanted to help them find the most root cause of their situation. The group, however, wanted me only to equip them with skills so that I could help them run their treadmill faster and better. In essence, they wanted me to teach them how to go down the wrong path more effectively. The bottom line had become their God. It was insatiable. No matter how hard they worked, it was never enough, nor would it ever be enough. These executives were talented, intelligent, capable people who were along the way lost focus on what is truly meaningful and important. They had become slaves to the bottom line pressure. As a result, became professional, ineffective, and personally burnt out. Wow. Oh, wow. That is so true. That like this guy, I think he might have came to a job I was working at. I think I was in his training. He might have been talking about me because like I told you guys, I had gotten to a point after the passing of my mother. Now I had all these nice cars. I had a nice house. My children were living in nice neighborhoods. You know, they never wanted for anything, you know, and this was after my divorce, you know, like my corporate jobs allowed me even after my divorce to give my children a nice life. Okay. So, but after my mother, I was burnt out, but I still was on that treadmill. I still had to afford these things. I still had to please my kids. I had 3 kids coming out of high school year after year. So I had to get each one of them a car. By the grace of God, they each got a car. Okay. For graduation presents, you know, God is good. But all I knew is how do I become more and more effective to get more money? Because that's what I needed. Okay. Why am I saying that? This right here, like it says, for a man is a slave to whatever has mastered him. I had become a slave to corporate America. Forget about color. It wasn't no white man. I had enslaved myself because I knew how to thrift. I knew how to live off of less, but I had started an appetite so insatiable in myself that I needed to make more money. And I was still thrifting. But, you know, I had and I now know that it was my way after my mother passed of coping with compensating how I was feeling with losing her. And my mother always looked at me as very successful. So I was really striving even harder. And then my children graduated from high school one after the next. It didn't help it, but it wasn't their fault. But each year, if one child got a car, the next one had to get one. So there was no way I could stop. So I so related to this, and I hope, ladies, that you relate to it. I hope you go and find the book, God is My CEO, and it's by Larry Julian. And this page, I promise you, ladies, this is a good book. It's an easy read. It's not something you'll want to keep reading it. And as you're reading it, you're going to see some things that you can relate to. You might be going through it right now in your business, you know. That's why, again, I started off with saying that I took some days off. Yeah, I need money in my boutique. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a blown up boutique right now, but I claim it in the name of Jesus. But however, you got to trust God that if he tells you to sit down, that it's going to be okay. He's trying to make sure you don't have a nervous breakdown. He's trying to make sure where you don't know the enemy is trying to burn you out. And all that money you think you're going to make, you ain't going to be able to make it, because if you're dead, somebody else going to spend it. So I want to encourage you, let God be your CEO. But most of all, let's prepare and let's strategize. And don't be afraid to be fearless in making moves. Okay, that don't mean we can't be lazy, because you can't get nowhere being lazy, and you can't be successful not being a woman of your word. Be a woman of your word. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, because God is your CEO, God is not a man, he cannot lie. He don't expect for us to lie. Stop lying. If you can't do something for somebody, just say it. Stand on who you are. 2022. He's pairing two people up, and you can't pair up with somebody being a lie coming in. Be honest with your failures. Make your failures your focus to do better. Be honest with your success and your ability to want to be successful, where you're in control, rather than letting the situation be more so of, I know what I need to strategize with, not make. Okay, because that's really what's happening in the world. People are advertising, work hard. There's a little reel that I kind of laugh at it, because I think to myself, oh, those are people that have never had a nervous breakdown. Those are people that have never almost lost their mind, those are people that have never had to go to the hospital with high blood pressure so high that when you get there, the doctor asks you, how did you walk in here? Because you should have already been comatose. See, those people, they don't understand that. So when I hear, oh, all I do is grind, I don't sleep. I sleep, party, sleep. No, they don't even say sleep. They say, what's that little reel? Y'all know what I'm talking about, which one. I laugh at it, because I think to myself, you have no clue. You really think you want it that bad. You really think you want it that bad. What you want is generational wealth. What you want is to be able to teach your children how you got there. What you want is the patience and the trust in God to know that he is your provider while he is building you to make that generational wealth. Okay. But if you out here trying to compete with everybody, trying to flash cars, trust me, your coffin will be the prettiest thing you get to display before you're up out of here. All right. But we know that's not our plot in life, ladies, because we level up. We're ready to get to what God has for us. I bless you in the name of Jesus. I want the best for you. Go follow Lair Legacy Marketing. I'm going to show you what I did for corporate America. And I'm going to show you the proof in my pudding. I know you've seen me thrift. I know you've seen Teen, but you finna see what I'm really made of. And if you want to be part of Lair Legacy Marketing, you want coaching. I'm a coach Zoom. I'll coach over the phone. I will coach. Now there is going to be a cost. I'm talking dollars and cents at Lair Legacy Marketing. Okay. We ain't doing free, because I got mountains to climb, but most of all, I got generational wealth to get to. But I promise you, I'm going to give you some nuggets that I know has proven successful, that I know God is thrifty and he's taken and he's letting me give it back to you to repurpose your success and my confidence that I still got it. Okay. So I love you, ladies. Woo! Love you to Roar in Pieces. Go out and get the book. I know there's a lot of audio books online. Google it. See if it's on audio. Okay. Get your minds right, ladies. Everybody talking about, I see everybody on Instagram, exercise. Listen, okay. Y'all, I ain't trying to be ugly, y'all, but it's so many people lying to us out here, and there's so many people want to hear the sweetness. Come on, let's keep it real. Okay. You can go out there and get the finest body, but have the most dumbest mind. You can go out there and get the finest body, and that fine body can go in the coffin if that mind fizzle out on you. Okay, so let's get our minds right, ladies. We're more than bodies. Yeah, we want, I'm working on mine too. You know what I'm saying? But I realize this is more important. And once I get this in order, this is just going to fall in line. Because once I think right, everything I do is going to have a movement and a sound to it. So that means, can I take your order? My sound is going to be, yeah, let me get that salad. And give me a water. See, that's because now my success have a sound. And I didn't have to go and get on no crazy diet because somebody put it on Instagram because they lost 20 pounds in 3 days. Girl, you go on with that. I ain't listen, at my time in my life, I want something to last. And I ain't trying to go with no fads. If it takes a while for my success to come, I'm okay with it because I know the God that I serve. He told me he gonna do it. He gonna do it in his time. And if it takes some time, That means I'm built to last. I'm good. I'm good. I bless you, ladies. Lair Legacy Marketing, ladies. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. I'm also going to be hosting a seminar, ladies. The date is December 18th. I haven't got the location yet, but I'm putting the date out there because that's my faith and fearless faith. December 18th. It's a free seminar. It's not like the pop-ups. It's going to be a seminar. I'm going to have a package for you. I'm going to coach you. I am going to give you information that is helpful to you getting your mind right. Okay. And if you come, I'm going to print out some pages from God is my CEO, and I'm going to, put some little excerpts in, okay? So December 18th, ladies, mark it on your calendar. Be listening for it, but you got to go over there to Lair Legacy Marketing because I'm not going to be talking Lair Legacy Marketing on Mosaic La Maison. It's going to go over there to Lair Legacy Marketing. I'm just getting ready to set that page up. I do want a professional, but a unique appearance on there. I'm not going to change who I am. Like, I don't have to play by corporate America rules. I'm a unique woman, so they're always going to get the uniqueness, but I definitely wanted to be focused on making sure when you come onto Lair Legacy Marketing, you are getting nuggets in business that you can really use. And then you can come back and say, wow, that lady knows what she talking about. Okay. I love you guys. Thank y'all for joining me. I love you to ruin pieces. Relax today, ladies. Do you. And remember, if you're in business and you got this as your CEO, you got God as your CEO, you can't fail. You can't fail. All right, ladies. I love y'all. I got to get back. I'm in my CNBC. Y'all, I'm finding some great apps. I'm finding out about stock markets. Oh my goodness. God is thrifty. Nothing wasted in the kingdom. I love you. You guys have a wonderful day.